Hmm. Did I recognize already? So, pwede na. So, I have
Yes,
a
ma'am. Go ahead
question.
po.
Okay. I have a question about the new SS, the revised guidelines. So, all schools in Bacacay District conform with the stringent guidelines on the opening of classes face-to-face. So, ang question ko is, since the new guidelines are less stringent, and the one that we prepared already is stringent, are we going to adopt already the less stringent, especially on example, yung 1:1 face mask, the waiting area, and other part of the guidelines na hindi na siya masyadong stricto sa present face to face. Since meron na kami sana, so are we going to go with that practices that we adopted before, or we abide by the new guidelines, except of course with the instructions. So we will conform with the latest one. Thank you.
Thank you so much po, Ma'am Arlene, for sharing po.
Sharing.
Sir Bin, may concern din po ako.
Ang tanong ko kung tatanggalin namin yung yung dating sinunod namin sa old guidelines na more stringent than the present guidelines.
Ay, hello ma'am Arlene. No need na po matanggalin ma'am yung Okay na po yun ma'am. Yung revised SAT ngayon ma'am will not affect the
so okay na. So, para hindi ma-confuse yung mga kasama namin.
Yes ma'am.
Para so as is na kami doon.
As is na po yun ma'am. Pero pwede po natin sundin yung for example ma'am, yung number of maximum learners per classroom, hindi pa rin tayo mag-adjust ma'am. Kasi dati yung sa kinder ma'am, yung sa kinder po kasi 12 talaga yung maximum, but the rest grade levels depending na po sa size ng classroom as long as ma-observe po yung 1 meter physical distancing.
Okay. So if applicable and
yes,
favorable, so we may adapt.
Yes po.
Especially the preparation of instructions and that number of pupils, kasi hindi naman siya absolute na 12. Maiiwan kasi yung iba kung hindi natin i-adapt yung bago. So thank you.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Sir Bin, may concern din po ako, kung pwede po.
Sige po, sir. Go ahead po.
Okay, so good morning everyone. So with regards po sa composition ng division composite team. So I just want to ask, bakit hindi man lamang po represented? Remember in Bacacay po there are 3 districts. So ang point ko sana at least 1 seat lamang ang binigay din po siguro sa Bacacay, so at least magiging focal person po siya if ever there will be, so we will be if there will be ang schools na i-coordinate po namin sa municipality po. So ano po ba ang criteria?
Yes.
Hindi po binigyan ng slot ang South, and then I do not know kung ang East meron diyan. Kaya hindi ko
agree sir. Yun
po, yan ang ko lang. At least 1 seat siguro from Bacacay South po. So parang kasi at least meron man lamang ko focal person in the district. So that's only my suggestion. Thank you po.
Regarding your Sir Rico, your concern, we will raise that po to the superintendency kung pwede pa pong i-change po yung kung pwede pa pong magkaroon ng adjustment doon po sa identified na members of the composite team.
Pero Sir Bin, remember kamo po ang nagre-recommend sa SDS po kaiyan. It's kamo po ang nagre-recommend at the SDS po is approval lang po yan.
Yes po. We will consider that, sir. Tapos i-update ko na lang po kami, sir. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you po.
Are there any more concerns po before we can proceed with another topic? Any more concerns po?
But she is raising her hand. Siguro. Sino tong S dito? May nag-raise.
Hello po, good morning.
Yes po, ma'am. Yes po. Ma'am, yes po. You are acknowledged, ma'am. Rakid, ano po yung question niyo po, ma'am?
Ma'am Ting. Ito po, Ma'am Ting, yung number of hours contact with our students. Sabi ni Ma'am na Kwan, ni Ma'am na Jane, 6 hours na daw. Pwedeng ipagpatuloy muna namin yung dati. Kasi po, schedule na at saka naka-program na po dito sa Sabah National High School.
Ma'am Jane?
Hello po, Ma'am Bachi. Good morning pa rin. Hindi po, dati pa rin. 6 hours po yung isa-serve ng teacher. Pero 5 hours ang contact. Very clear po dun sa I repeat, of design class programs, observing the maximum 6-hour classroom teaching hours of teachers. Tapos, yung sa sa students, sabi dito, schools are given minimum 4 hours for kindergarten and grade 1 and minimum 5 hours for grade 2 to 12. Yun ang contact hours ng mga bata. Pero yung teacher, as usual, 6 hours.
Kasi ma'am, nakalagay dito sa schedule namin, yung pinakauna, 4.5 hours lang.
Opo, yun ang
Kaya ang uwian namin, 11:45.
With this revised, siguro mag-a-adjust tayo. Diba, Sir Vin? Mag-a-adjust because yung natin ngayon is 5
hours na. So, ibaba namin sa 7 yung first period.
Opo, siguro.
Sige po. Thank you po, Ma'am Jane.
Opo.
Thank you, Ma'am Ting.
Opo.
Hello, Ma'am Ting.
Yes po, Ma'am Nanet.
Ma'am
Good morning
Jane,
po.
pwede tanong?
Sir, si Ma'am Nanet po muna, sir. Then after po ni Ma'am Nanet, si Sir Bert po.
Hello po, Ma'am
Po
Ting.
muna tayo. Okay, so since it is with Ma'am Jane, we acknowledge Sir Bert muna, then to follow si Ma'am Nanet. Ma'am Nanet, kanino po naka-address yung tanong mo po?
Kay Ma'am Jane po.
Sige po. Sunod na. Sige po. Kayong dalawa po, Ma'am Jane. Okay po. Acknowledge.
Ma'am Jane. Opo, thank you, Ma'am.
Ako na
Ma'am Liz.
po muna, ma'am.
Ma'am Liz, thank you. Ma'am Jane.
Po.
Pwede po, with regards to the scheduling of classes,
Okay.
pwede po namin i-adjust from 7:30 to 8 kami magsisimula.
Dati po, ma'am, 7:30.
7:30 po.
Ngayon, gusto nyo na po 8 ang simula nyo.
Opo. Can we adjust it?
Magbabalik kayo after lunch?
Opo.
Okay. So, ang ideal po, kaya dati, anyway, andito yung composite team, ang ideal is hindi na magbabalik pag hapon para in the afternoon makaka-disinfect. Pero meron naman ditong sabi, pwede tayong flexibility of time. So kung mag-uumpisa kang 8, mag-end ang morning session 12. Tama po?
Opo.
Then babalik na naman pag hapon. Hindi po kaya yung 7. Ayaw niyong mag-half day 7 to 5, ay 7 to 12. Ano Ma'am Net? Kaya ba? Ano yung culture ng mga bata? Hindi kaya paghapon masyadong mainit, baka mas lalong hindi na sila bumalik. Ano ang situation?
Kasi po, yung mga kinder, kasi po ma'am, yung mga kinder, yun ang nasa 7:30. O pwede naming papasukin muna yung malalaki, ihuli namin ng kinder.
7:30 yung kinder, kasi ang kinder is 4 hours.
Opo, 4 hours po.
Okay. Ang ipapahuli nyo ngayon, yung kinder, anong oras sila? Anong oras nyo papapasukin yung kinder?
Pwede na po yung 8. Kung magsisimula po kami ma'am ng 8, di ba asynchronous yung pagpasok?
Opo.
Di ba i-schedule namin? Halimbawa, kung yung kinder papasok ng 8, tapos yung grade 1 naman, pwedeng pumasok ng mga 8:15.
Okay.
Kasi yung namin, yung nasa labas, yung sa gate.
Opo.
Tapos 8:30, yung grade 1, yung grade 2. Tapos hanggang 8:30, 8:45, ganon.
Okay. Pwede po, maganda nga po ma'am, para walang overcrowding sa entrance and ninyo. Pero imo-monitor pong mabuti yung pagpasok at saka paglabas kasi baka mahirapan na tayong mag-monitor lugod kung sisay ang dapat maglaog or kung sisay ang maluwas. Kaya ima-manage lang maray. Strict na pagbantay, stricto ng pagbantay ng mga advisors. That would be, kasi wala namang binanggit na ganito ang class schedule dapat. Ang binanggit lang dito kung pirang oras dapat nasa loob ng klase ang mga bata. So, po ma'am, i-plan out nindong mabuti takong marahay sa school. Ma'am Nanet? Wala na si Ma'am Nanet.
Hello, Ma'am Chin. Kasi po dun sa DepEd Order number 30, nakalagay talaga doon na hindi pwedeng sabay-sabay ang lahat ng grades papasok. Talagang staggered. Kaya yun ang naisip namin na talagang i-staggered. Anyway po, ma'am, sa paglabas nila ng permit, nakalagay na po doon ang time na dapat ang eskwela nila ay papasok. Para monitored naman ng parents kung anong oras nila, ang mga eskwela nila ay nasa loob ng school. At kung anong oras nalalabas ang estudyante nila.
Okay. As long as informed ang guard, informed ang advisor, parents regarding the in and out of the students. Okay man yan.
Balik ako ma'am doon sa tanong ko sa iyo. Okay po ba ma'am na i-adjust namin ang time from 8 to 12?
Opo. If you think that is good, that will make teaching and learning in your school much better, why not?
Okay.
And ensure that there will still time for disinfection, for sanitation. Okay yun. Bakit 100% na po, Ma'am Nanet? 100% papasok, may permit?
Opo, ma'am.
Okay.
Possible po, ma'am, na 100% na po ang papasok dito sa Pulangi. Ma'am, Pero pagdating sa secondary, hindi pwede ang 8. Kasi 5 hours po baga sila, ma'am.
5 hours.
Baga
5 hours.
nahihirapan. Kaya balik sila sa what time kayo, Ma'am Alice? 7 to 12 po talaga.
Okay.
Yung sinabi kong 8, ma'am, sa LM. Sa LM po yun.
Opo. Kasi 5 hours ang sa senior high.
Opo.
Mag-alat man po siguro kitang health break para sa mga estudyante.
Opo. At hindi rin yung synchronous ang health break po, ma'am.
Opo. Kasi hindi dapat sabay-sabay. Stagger din. As much as possible, advise them to bring their own snacks.
Opo, ma'am. So therefore, ma'am, isa na lang ang concern ko. Please listen. Isa na lang po, ma'am, ang concern ko. Yung kanilang mga biometrics, pwede bang i-adjust na namin sa 8 o'clock ang pasok ng ang time in ng mga teachers?
Sa teacher, hindi, si ma'am, ang mag-ano natin, the prince, 8 hours, wala kayong, maraming biometrics ang kailangan ninyo.
Hindi, ang ibig niyo po, ma'am, sabihin, kahit staggered ang pasok ng mga bata, ang teachers kailangan nandyan sila by 7:30.
Opo, kasi 6 hours pa baga maximum, di ba, dito sa ano natin, 6-hour classroom teaching hours of the
Okay,
teachers.
ma'am.
So,
yun lang po, ma'am. Ang i-clear ko. Kasi para clear naman itong mga school heads dito at nagtatanong talaga sila kung ano talaga ang isi-set na time sa biometrics at hindi clear nga doon sa ano.
It does not mean na papasok ng 10 o'clock yung teacher, 10 o'clock din or 8 o'clock hindi. Kasi 6-hour teaching ang requirement, mandate sa teacher. Ano po, ma'am?
Pero ang teacher, ma'am, ay 8 hours pa rin.
Sa civil service, 6 hours teaching, 2 hours co-curricular activities. 7:30 to depende sa inyo, 7:30 to 12 ba? 1 to 4:30. Okay na po, Ma'am Nanette? Wala na.
Wala. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello po.
Sir Alvin.
Hello po. Good morning po ulit. According po to Ma'am Jenny, may mga concerns po tayo ngayon na di po ma-address today regarding curriculum and other areas along F2F implementation. So, i-raise na lang po natin during the MANCOM po sa Monday. May for discussion naman po si Ma'am Jenny na all about naman po the revised SAT. So we will accommodate naman po the queries po during the MANCOM po, Division MANCOM. Tapos po, doon po sa mga suggestions regarding the composition of the subcomposite team na dapat talaga, tama naman po talaga yon na dapat represented po yung lahat ng districts ay for example, sa isang munisipyo may 3 district, represented po lahat sa members. Later po, kasi po yung diniscuss ay present po namin is for signature pa naman po yun ni SDS. So, we will consider naman po yung mga suggestions na at least all districts po doon sa isang munisipyo ay represented po doon sa members ng composite team. So, i-adjust pa po namin yun later on po yung ating composite team members, and then yung ipapalabas po natin na memo by next week, yun na po yung mag-a-attend, yun na po yung final, and then yun po yung mag-a-attend ng ating orientation po na face-to-face sa Santo Domingo sa 26. Thank you po.
Hello po, ma'am. Sir Alvin, ano po yung may concern po kami tungkol dun sa mga unvaccinated teachers? Hello po.
Hello po, Ma'am Net. Meron po tayong policy po regarding the vaccination of our teachers. So sa ating guidelines po sa FTF classes, definitely po ang mag-handle lang po ng face-to-face classes po ay yung mga fully vaccinated teachers. For those po who are not vaccinated yet, they are still required to report to school provided po na wala po silang physical contact with the learners.
Yun nga po, sir, ang problema. Kasi in one school na 6 teachers lang talaga, 2 ang unvaccinated. Paano na yung 2 klase? Walang maghahandle. Sir, ima-merge na lang po namin yun.
Yes, ma'am. Kasi kung ayaw po talaga nila magpabakuna, ma'am, so kailangan po, for example, kung yung handle niya po na klase is grade 2, baka pwedeng i-handle po ng ibang teachers na vaccinated po. Anyway po, kasi di po talaga sila pwede na mag-handle po ng ang medyo glaring po dito, doon po sa mga small schools, naiilan lang po yung mga teachers. Yun po yung medyo problema dito sa vaccination requirement.
Yun po. May affected po kasi kaming small schools where in fact, ang unvaccinated po namin ay 5 teachers sa district. Yung 2 niyan ay
Hello po, Ma'am Nanet. Hello po, Ma'am Nanet. Paano lang po siguro, yung concerns mo po, di ba meron po tayong template na
ilagay na Ma'am, ang concern ko.
Yan, pwede po doon, tapos i-elevate po natin siya sa management and then sa sa regional office maybe kung ano po yung kanilang ang kanilang action on that. Ilagay na lang po natin doon sa template on the issues and concerns para po ma-address po natin lahat. Natin po yan sa ating top management, sa superintendency, kung ano po yung action na pwede po nilang magawa po. Thank you po, Ma'am Nanet. And we acknowledge Sir Bert Serrano.
Ay, ma'am. Good morning po. Good morning po sa lahat. Ma'am, yung other concerns, nasagot na kanina, and sa Mangkom naman yung sasagutin. Ito lang po, ma'am, gusto ko sana mag-suggest na kung pwede po, ma'am, sa Mangkom, mag-present po, ma'am, ng example ng class program para makita po ng lahat sa Monday. Kasi medyo yun talaga ang problema ng karamihan ng school heads. Yung class, ano talaga ang dapat na class program na gagawin. So sana po sa Mangkom natin, makapag-present man lang po ng examples or samples of class program.
Okay, noted po, Sir Bert.
Pwede po
Andito
ba,
naman po si Ma'am Sansit at saka si Ma'am Jenny sa Meet. Naman na po na sila. Pero ano pa din po natin sa kanila. I-relay pa po natin sa kanila. Possible na makapag-present po ng class program. Thank you po, Sir Bert. Meron ka pa pong additional query, Ma'am Salvacion Rakid?
Thank you po.
Ma'am Liz? Ma'am Liz?
Po, Sir Vin?
Ma'am, yung concern po, ma'am, ni Ma'am Nanet regarding vaccination policy on teaching and non-teaching. Kasi ang policy lang takaya sa DepEd, yun lang susundin ta na kapag di vaccinated, definitely di talaga sila pwede mag-handle ng FTF classes.
Yung concern ni Ma'am Nanet, yung kailangan ng teachers na mag-handle.
I-raise na lang
yun
po
yung issue ni Ma'am Nanet, yung kulang ang mag-handle ng So, baka mayroong magawang paraan, i-ano natin sa management.
Sa Mangkom na lang po.
Kasi may mga hindi vaccinated, tapos hindi sila pwedeng contact sa ating mga learners. Okay, so ilagay na lang po ni Ma'am Nanet doon sa template natin. Ano, Servin? Okay po. So thank you. Off na lang po. Thank you. Okay. So as mentioned by Ma'am Nershi kanina, Ma'am Sansit will share to you the Race Plus template. Pero andyan na si Ma'am Jenny sa link. Ano, Sir Vin? Will acknowledge Ma'am Jenny na po.
Now, the question, is it addressed to Ma'am Sansit? Ma'am Salvation Rakid, please raise your question po or concern. Hello, Ma'am Salvation Rakid. We can't hear you po. Are you raising some concerns po?
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon po.
Yes po.
Ma'am, may we just ask about the organization of the subject that will be yung ituturo, ma'am, within kung half day lang po yung klase natin. Ano po ang mode ng will there be a subject grouping? Kasi kung 8 subjects po sa LM, hindi pa one half days lahat ng 8 subjects. So, may po ba tayo ng subject sakali?
All the referrals not are. Sabay lang daw sa manpo. Ano mo na lang? Hindi ko nangatay siya. Okay. Pakiulit ma'am. Pakiulit po ng tanong.
Ma'am, good afternoon once again. Considering po na we will just be given half day for the class, our concern now is how or what mode ba ma'am will there be a subject grouping or yung 8 subjects po pa ang ituturo within that?
Okay. Sige. So actually po, kasi di ba ang ano natin is 4.5, tama? Tama ma'am? 4.5 every day?
Sa ano po ma'am, 5 na po ma'am sa grades 1 to 6, 5 hours ang allotted time.
So ganito po, basically, kasi 2 days baga, di ba 2 days lang every, for set A, 2 days, tama ma'am? And set B learners are given 2 days also. Tama. So ang tanong mo, yung pagkakasunod-sunod na subject?
Set A, set B.
Yung lahat po ba na subjects ma'am maituturo or magkakaroon po tayo ng subject grouping kasi hindi po natin makukover lahat ng 8 subjects sa half day. Half day lang po.
Sige. Dalawa pong options kasi with the number of minutes pwedeng bawasan. Pwedeng bawasan ang number of minutes. Okay? Tapos yun namang sinasabi mong subject grouping, pwede rin 'yon. Pwede rin 'yon. Okay? So walang actually wala namang niyan even from the regional or central office. Walang sinasabing ganyan. Kumbaga po, kung ano lang yung oras, halimbawa 5 hours, pwede tayo mag-subject grouping. Pero hindi pwedeng halimbawa yung number of hours for a particular subject area. Ibig sabihin, maximum number of minutes. Hindi natin pwedeng gawin yun. Kasi nga, na-shorten nga yung contact hours with the learners. Okay? Hindi po maximum. Hindi po maximum ang aanuhin natin. So we will lessen the number of contact hours by decreasing the number of minutes per subject area. Okay, ma'am? Kaya po, mag-aano po kami, later, mag-uusap po kami ng kasamahan ko sa CID, we shall be preparing a suggested class schedule. However po, suggested po yun. Why? Iba-iba po ang, iba-iba ang sitwasyon ng bawat schools. Okay? Iba ang sitwasyon ng bawat schools. Iba ang logistics ng bawat schools, iba ang sitwasyon. So, mag-ano po kami, mag-prepare kami ng suggested class schedule. But of course, when it comes to the number of minutes, we shall be following the number of minutes indicated in the latest issuances from the higher offices. Okay? But when it comes to the grouping, basically, kung ako tatanungin niyo po pwede na ang schools mag-decide. The school head can decide on that, provided all the learning areas are actually being discussed during the week. Okay? Pagdating doon sa oras, pwedeng ibigay na namin sa school. Kung ano may yung strategy na anuhin nyo. Ang natin is actually the number of hours indicated in the latest issuance. Okay, some more question. Did I satisfy your question, ma'am? Hello po.
Thank you, ma'am.
Apo.
Thank you, Ma'am Ceci.
Apo. Sige.
Ang follow-up questions po.
Yes.
We will be dividing our class into two. Example, if we have in one grade level, there are 30 pupils.
Yes,
So we will
15.
Apo, 15. And then yung first batch, ma'am, they will have 2 days consecutive, 2
Apo.
days na sunudan po.
Yes.
Then the second batch, halimbawa yung first batch, they will go to school Monday, Tuesday, and then the second batch will be in
Wednesday,
school
Thursday. Apo.
Okay. So we are thinking that magkaroon, okay na po siguro, ma'am, yung subject grouping. Then halimbawa Monday all English subjects, and then by Tuesday or on the second day Filipino subjects, para naman guided yung mga.
Yes, actually, I will leave that to the creativity of the PSDSS, the students and the teachers. Mag-uusap kayo. Sabi ko kanina, pagdating doon sa grouping, bahala na po kayo, provided all the subject areas will be discussed to the learners in 2-day engagement. Tama, ma'am? And doon sa 5-hour engagement, instructed per instruction from based on the provision of the latest issuance, doon lang po tayo magko-comply. But when it comes to the grouping, yung suggestion mo, ma'am, na on the first day all the subjects taught in English will be grouped, okay po yun, walang problema po yan. In fact, that's one of the creative measures that any school can implement.
Thank you, Ma'am Sansi.
Apo. Okay, just for the school head, just discuss that with with the school, with the teachers, and basically all the PSDSS will understand, will support your creative strategies. Okay, some more questions pa?
Good afternoon po, ma'am.
Okay. Sige po.
Ma'am, magtatanong lang po ako regarding po sa combination classes. For example po, ma'am, 15 sa grade 3 and 15 din po sa grade 4. For example, ma'am, isang group po yung sa grade 3 and grade 4. Tig 2 days po ba sila? Or combination classes?
Oo. Okay. Andito ngayon si Ma'am Rose. Sa multigrade na, no? Or combi?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, multigrade. So, sa combination, because there are actually 2 days, ako I would suggest, ma'am, kasi 2 days talaga yung engagement. Hindi pwedeng yung isa 1 day, yung isa 1 day. I would suggest, same strategies, meaning we cater or we engage ourselves, tayo mga teachers, we engage to the 2 groups at a time. Okay? Kasi parang iniisip nyo na the fact that they are consist of, or a class is composed of 2 groups, baka iniisip nyo na pwede rin na, halimbawa, yung isang grupo on the first day and the other one on the second day. I would suggest you attend to both. Meaning, kung 2 days din yung set A, the 2 days din. Meaning, you attend to both. Pareho din po, ang diferensya lang po, ang pagkakaiba po ngayon, we lessen the number of minutes, as contact time with them. Pero ganun pa rin po. We attend to both.
Ma'am, ko lang po, ma'am, kung tama, ma'am, yung pagkakaintindi ko. Ibig sabihin po, ma'am, combi pa rin po silang papasok.
Opo.
Okay, sige po.
Kasi kumbaga sa kanila, sa classification, talaga combi pa rin sila.
Okay, sige.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Okay, some more questions? Mayroon pa ba? Yung mga sa PSDS siguro, doon na lang tayo sa sa quarterly meeting natin, doon tayo mag-uusap ng masinsinan regarding this. On the 26th pa, So probably we just give the time to some teachers who are attending. But for the PSDSS po, mag-uusap na lang po tayo regarding the curriculum implementation concerns on the 26th po. During our CID quarterly meeting. Sige po, thank you.
I can see Ma'am Salvacion Rakid raising her hand. Yes, ma'am.
Sige, Ma'am Batch. Ma'am Batch, question po. Ma'am Batchi, you're acknowledged. Sige na po, give your question. Ma'am Batchi. Baka kanina pa ito si Ma'am Batchi.
Ma'am, wala daw pong mic si Ma'am Batchi.
Pa?
Walang mic, kaya hindi siya makaka-question. Siguro
okay.
i-text na lang
Sige.
niya dyan sa chat.
Yung question niya siguro, na lang sa chat box, Tapos later na lang po, we can respond to her question. Chat box na lang po, Miss Batchi.
Okay po. Thank you so much, Ma'am Sansit, for entertaining the queries and concerns. We'll go po sa next topic and entitled Ways Forward. It will be discussed by Ma'am Annalisa Revidad. Ma'am Liz, go ahead po.
Hello po, good afternoon once again. It's not anymore a topic, but our plans for our next steps, ways forward. The regional offices and schools division offices are tasked to intensify and expedite the school safety assessment tool assessment of all schools to gradually and safely go back to face-to-face classes. Another is to strengthen the database system of both the face-to-face classes and distance learning classes as the basis of decision-making through the data team. And then strengthen interface of the CORO-SDO to identify issues, challenges, and gaps in the implementation of the progressive expansion of face-to-face classes. The central office shall clarify and respond to policy issues. The regional offices shall lay down operationalization of the policies, and the schools division offices shall formulate strategic directions and resource mobilization. Regional offices to engage private schools in the effort to motivate these schools to implement face-to-face classes and resolve issues related with it. And field offices to facilitate discussions among planning, school effectiveness, school health, and CIE strands in order to integrate policies on the face-to-face classes with existing policies pertaining to distance learning as the basis for the adjustment and review of the basic education learning continuity plan as the main learning delivery policy for both access and quality in the new normal phase of basic education, and integration of policies on face-to-face with existing policies pertaining to blended or distance learning as basis for review and adjustment of the BELCP as the emerging main learning delivery in the new normal phase of basic education. Okay, so far those are our tasks in order for us to accomplish our revised school safety assessment tool, and of course for us to be able to target the 100% of our schools participating for the face-to-face classes. Okay, thank you po.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Liz. Are there any more messages, Ma'am Sensit, perhaps, that you'd like to impart before we do our closing? Or are there any more concerns, queries, questions that we can address to? Now is your time to pose your questions po. Any concerns po? I can't see any raised hands. Are there questions, queries, or clarifications po you'd like to address?
No question, ma'am.
Reminder na lang po, Ma'am Shi. May i-remind lang po ako, pwede?
Yes po, Ma'am Sensit. Go ahead po.
Okay, my dear PSDSS, please inform, considering the importance of the first Division Management Committee meeting to be conducted on Monday, April 25, 2022. May I enjoin all the PSDSS to give the activity your priority. Okay po? Then ang natabi magpaaram sa ko na may representative, please. So kanya-kanyang ingat na po muna ng kang sa tuyang buhay, nganing day kitang mamatian po by Monday. Because of course aside from our 100% attendance, marami dakulong po na i-discuss, no? Ang sa tuyang superintendency, the fact that this is the first basically parang second quarter na po kita, and SDO Albay is actually, all the SDOs in Region 5 are actually preparing for the learning recovery. Na i-discuss po yan kan sa tuyang superintendency by Monday. So, ang pakiulay ko po all the PSDSS, should be around, and all the elementary and secondary school heads should be around. In other words, 100% attendance. In fact, yesterday po during the last day of our crafting of the learning recovery plan in one of the venues, I was tasked, tinaraman po ako kan sa tuyang superintendent na mag-give kumbaga imbitasyon in the corresponding documents nagabos na private schools administrators paatinderon man po sa nasabing mankong. Okay, so nakasupog man po na yaong guide niya sa private schools na ayan, mga school heads, tapos sa public schools na school heads may absent. Unless there's a very valid reason. Okay, ngaya, halimbawa, naghilang. Valid reason po yan. Pero kung dahil man sana po okay, for the PSDSS po, please enjoin all the school heads and to come to the venue. Marison Hotel po may kasusaro pa po ito so advisory. We should come on time. 8 to 5 po ang management committee meeting. And per memo po nakakag na po dumaso sa tuyang klase kang babado on corporate attire po. Okay? So ang and another information for the PSDSS and the other members of the CID school base also. Our first quarterly CID meeting will be conducted on the following day, 26. Na lang po kami ka-advisory sa Endo by Monday because probably we cannot ma-adjust kita kidiet kan oras because of course I'll have another task. May pipatinderan man sa ko yung superintendency in the morning. So na lang po na lang by Monday what time we shall be meeting on the 26. Okay? So, yan lang po. Thank you so much. Ma'am Shi, Ma'am Shi.
Yes po.
May na po, so topic mo Palan. Sabi ni Ma'am Norm pwede na po, maski dahil na po ito. So, pigsabi mong concern. So, hindi na po yun i-discuss sa man ko. Okay?
Okay po.
Thank you.
Thank
Salamat po.
you. Thank you so much, Ma'am Sansit, for the reminders again for our dear PSDSS.
Si Sir Nolial, I think he is raising his hand. Parang may po, Ma'am Shi.
Yes, Sir Manuel Nolial, you're raising your hand po. Please go ahead with your query or inquiry po, sir. Sir Manuel, we can't hear you po. Baka po naka-off ang mic mo po.
Sir Manny, you can have your question, Sir Manny. Naka-open naman ang ni Sir Manny. Ang camera. Sir Boy Tower, may question yata si Sir Manny.
Nakamute po, Sir Manny. Nakamute po. So, laptop, paki-unmute para marinig natin yung question. Nakamute.
Sir Manny, we can't hear you po.
Nakamute, ma'am, si Sir Manny.
Yes po, Ma'am Jane. Di po na nadangog. Nakamute ka po, sir.
Sir, pa-click po ng pinakaunang red button sa baba ng screen para ma-open mic mo.
Parang ang may problema po sa admin, not si Sir Manuel.
Itong mic ko. Damo gani, sir. Tayo nga, walang ano.
Si Saida nag-mute kay Sir Manny.
Sa admin po.
I think sa Mancom na lang daw ma-raise kang concern si Sir Manny.
Okay lang po kasi sa Mancom po igwa man po naman na open forum
Okay. Yes po.
So anyway, ang reminder ay parang reminder din po sa mga PSDSS and other school heads. We listen very carefully po to especially to the superintendency who will be discussing the LRP, the Learning Recovery Plan, and there will be five school heads who will be sharing for 5 minutes the very good experiences of the progressive limited face-to-face. So ganun din po PSDSS, makinig po. We try to join the school heads to listen carefully so that we can benchmark from the very good experiences that those elementary, secondary schools, and actually there's one private school being requested by SDU Albay to share the experience in this progressive limited face-to-face. So it will be a learning experience, a learning opportunity for all of us during the first Mancom comes Monday po. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Sansit. And siguro wala naman na may... yes, Sir Alvin, please go ahead po.
Ma'am Shi, in addition po doon sa sinabi ni Ma'am Sansit, remind me lang po yung na-mention ni Ma'am na 5 schools, 4 public schools na ma-present sa Mancom ng kanilang presentation for their expanded F2F implementation. So bali po ang magiging content po ng presentation po ninyo is along with the school preparations, Number 1, school preparations, F2F. Number 2, implementation of the progressive F2F classes. Number 3, support from the stakeholders. Number 4, good practices. Number 5 and 6, yung facilitating and hindering factors po. So bali po, ini pong 4 schools, ini po 4 na pilot schools po natin sa progressive expansion. Namely, 2 elementary at 2 secondary po. For elementary, Basud Elementary School and San Pablo Elementary School, Bakakay. And then for secondary po, Macabugos High School and Sabah National High School. Tapos may isa pong private school. Thank you po.
Sir, Sir Vin. Okay, Sir Vin. Rejoinder dan po kasi so ako kasi kan memo hoto nga ni pigpachikan ko na ki Ma'am Norms. Bali po maki-inform duman sa 4 na public school public school heads and 1 private school. Aga po sinda ma-present. Pagkatapos po kang superintendent's time, ma-discuss na po si Sir Larry. Pagkatapos si Sir Larry, si Ma'am Jenny. Tapos, ilong ko lang, hindi ako nasa sala. Let me check first. Tanganing makahanda po ang araw po kayo ni, masahong ko na ang program. Pagkatapos po, kan superintendent's time ni Ma'am Norms, right away, ma-discuss na po si Ma'am Eva Bismonte, Basud Elementary School, followed by Ma'am Evelyn Barsaga, San Pablo Elementary School, followed by Ma'am Virginia Reynancia of Macabugos. And Macabugos High School, tabi?
Yes po, ma'am. Yes po.
Then Sabah National High School, Ma'am Batch Rakid. And Sunshine, tama ba Ma'am Eloise? Dr. Dominador Peralta, tama po ang president? Sir Vin, mamaya po, makisuyo ako sa iyo, ha? Kung tama itong pangalan ng president kasi for final checking na po.
Yes, ma'am. I-confirm ko po Miss Eloise.
Opo. So basically, Sir Vin, paki-inform po sa concern, ang reporting po ninda aga pa. Pagkatapos lang ni Ma'am Norms. So, pagkatapos kayo ng 5, dangan na po sa mga updates from the assistant superintendents down to the unit head. Iya po. So, bali aga po itong 5. So, Sir Vin, ulit po magkano kay Ma'am Eloise kung talagang sisay po ang ngaran kang administrator po dyan sa International. Sunshine International.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you po, Ma'am Sansit, for the reminders and a prelude of the program for the MANCOM on Monday. So I think there are no more queries of the moment. So we'll now come to our closing message. And may I invite again our CID Chief, Ma'am Sansita Piñarubia, for the closing message po. Madam?
Okay, sige. Okay, again, we would like, or I would like to thank our superintendency for the constant support to, of course, to SDO initiatives. And of course, I would like to thank my co-workers here at the SDO, SGOD, our counterpart at the different functional divisions, and of course, my dear PSDSS, the school heads, elementary and secondary school heads who are around, and probably some schools personnel who are actually with us this afternoon in this orientation of the revised SSAT. So, friends, of course, we look forward to more tasks to be achieved. To be done by us. So, we look forward and we embrace the changes that, of course, this post hindi pa naman masasabi natin post-pandemic, But basically, we're doing this because we really want to serve our Albayano learners better. So ito pang diniscuss ko, of course, sa mga susunod po na engagement namin with the CID, with the SGOD, and of course, the school personnel. We try, feel free po, kahit wala pang orientation, feel free to text me any time of the day, even night time, if you have some questions, especially those who are already, especially the schools which are actually having their progressive limited face-to-face, feel free to coordinate with us if you have some questions, especially when it comes to curriculum implementation. Okay po, kahit weekend po, you can, through the PSDSS, kung hindi po PSDSS, pwede naman kayo na magdirekta, magtanong sa akin. Because of course, kami naman, nag-uusap naman kami ng mga PSDSS, especially that we shall be having our CID quarterly meeting. So all the concerns when it comes to the preparation of course, ito po, curriculum, and of course, the initiative, the very good initiative that the regional office has proposed, in fact, to be implemented by all the SDOs, including SDO Albay. And for your information, we thank, of course, our superintendency for allowing the team LRP, Learning Recovery Plan, where a few or some PSDSS school heads, master teachers, and even the SGOD personnel complement the task of preparing the proposed learning recovery plan. So friends, if later po, it will be the management, the superintendency, which will discuss to us later, because it will be presented, of course, to the regional office and, of course, the consultants, for us to be guided better in engaging ourselves in this, especially during the opening of the next school year. So do not get tired, friends. Please remain optimistic, be positive in all the things that we are doing, and this is actually one of the good things that we are doing in the Department of Education, specifically SDO Albay. So wag po tayong manghimagod and we try to embrace the changes and do something about it. We try to be very proactive. Do not be reactive, my friends. Although I am tasked to give the closing, but this is my time really to really request you. So we are one in this journey with the learners, and we try to maintain a very happy disposition as we perform the basic tasks that the Department of Education mandated us to do or to perform. So to everyone, thank you so much for your active engagement, and for the PSDSS elementary and secondary school heads, including the private school heads, see you on our engagement on April 25 during the first Division MANCOM meeting. So to everyone again, thank you so much and good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Sansit, for that very comprehensive message. I'd like to leave this orientation webinar with saying that says, it comes from Bob Talbert. It says, teaching kids to count is fine, but teaching them what counts is best. So I hope we think about this. And from the SDO Division Office Composite Team, Sir Alvin Cruz, Ma'am Karin Tessa Dominguez, Ma'am Sansita Piña Rubia, Ma'am Annalisa Rividad,